Item 644. Small roadside sign assemblies. 1. Description. Installation. Furnish, fabricate, and erect small roadside sign assemblies or bridge-mounted clearance sign assemblies consisting of the signs, sign supports, foundations, when required, and associated mounting hardware. Relocation. Relocate existing small roadside sign assemblies or bridge-mounted clearance sign assemblies, and furnish and fabricate material as required. Removal. Remove existing small roadside sign assemblies or bridge-mounted clearance sign assemblies. 2. Materials. Furnish all materials unless otherwise shown on the plans. Furnish only new materials. Furnish and fabricate materials that comply with the following items and details shown on the plans. Item 421, hydraulic cement concrete. Item 440, reinforcement for concrete. Item 441, steel structures. Item 442, metal for structures. Item 445, galvanizing. Item 636, signs. Item 643, sign identification decals. Item 656, foundations for traffic control devices. Use galvanized steel, stainless steel, dichromate sealed aluminum, or other materials shown on the plans for pipe, bolts, nuts, washers, lock washers, screws, and other sign assembly hardware. When dissimilar metals are used, select or insulate metals to prevent corrosion. 3. Construction. Construct foundations in accordance with Item 656, foundations for traffic control devices. Plumb sign supports. Do not spring or rake posts to secure proper alignment. Use established safety practices when working near underground or overhead utilities. Consult the appropriate utility company before beginning work. 3.1 Fabrication. Fabricate sign supports in accordance with Item 441, steel structures. Ensure all components fit properly. Verify the length of each post for each sign before fabrication to meet field conditions and sign mounting heights shown on the plans. Hot dip galvanize fabricated parts in accordance with Item 445, galvanizing. Punch or drill any holes in steel parts or members before galvanizing. Repair galvanizing for any steel part or member damaged during assembly, transit, erection, or for any steel part or member welded, when permitted, after galvanizing. Perform all galvanizing repairs in accordance with Section 445.3.5, repairs. 3.2 Installation. Locate and install sign supports as shown on the plans, unless directed to shift the sign supports within design guidelines to secure a more desirable location or avoid conflict with utilities and underground appurtenances. Stake sign support locations for verification by the engineer. Install stub posts of the type, spacing, orientation, and projection shown on the plans. Remove and replace posts damaged during installation at the contractor's expense. Connect the upper post sections to the stub post sections as shown on the plans. Torque connection bolts as shown on the plans. Attach signs to supports in accordance with the plans and pertinent items. 3.3 Relocation. Reuse the existing signs as required unless otherwise shown on the plans. Furnish and install new stub posts in new foundations for relocated sign assemblies. Erect the new supports on the new stub posts, and attach the existing signs to the supports in accordance with the plans and pertinent items. Remove existing foundations to be abandoned in accordance with Section 644.3.4, removal. 3.4 Removal. Remove abandoned concrete foundations to 2 feet below finish grade unless otherwise shown on the plans. Cut off and remove steel protruding from the remaining concrete. Backfill the remaining hole with material equal in composition and density to the surrounding area. Replace any surfacing with like material to equivalent condition. 3.5 Handling and storage. Handle and store existing signs or portions of signs removed so they are not damaged. Prevent any damage to the various sign assembly components. Replace any portion of the sign damaged by the contractor designated for reuse or salvage, including messages removed. Stockpile all removed sign components that will be reused or become the property of the department at designated locations. Accept ownership of unsalvageable materials, and dispose of them in accordance with federal, state, and local regulations. 3.6 Cleaning. Wash the entire sign after installation with a biodegradable cleaning solution acceptable to the sign face materials manufacturer to remove dirt, grease, oil smears, streaks, finger marks, and other foreign materials. For measurement. This item will be measured as each small roadside assembly or bridge-mounted clearance sign assembly installed, removed, or relocated. 5. Payment. The work performed and materials furnished in accordance with this item and measured as provided under measurement will be paid for at the unit price bid for. Install small roadside sign assemblies of the type specified, install bridge-mounted clearance sign assemblies of the type specified, relocate small roadside sign assemblies of the type specified, relocate bridge-mounted clearance sign assemblies of the type specified, remove small roadside sign assemblies, or remove bridge mounted clearance sign assemblies. 5.1 Installation. This price is full compensation for furnishing, fabricating, galvanizing, and erecting the supports, constructing foundations including concrete, when required, furnishing complete signs including sign connections and all hardware, attaching the signs to the supports, preparing and cleaning the signs, and materials, equipment, labor, tools, and incidentals. 5.2 Relocation. This price is full compensation for removing existing sign assemblies and related materials, furnishing and installing new stub posts and new sign supports, constructing foundations including concrete, when required, and new hardware, reinstallation of signs, preparing and cleaning the signs, salvaging, disposal of unsalvageable materials, removing existing foundations, backfilling, and surface placement, and materials, equipment, labor, tools, and incidentals. 5.3 Removal. This price is full compensation for removing existing sign assemblies and related materials, salvaging, disposal of unsalvageable materials, removing existing foundations, backfilling, and surface placement, and materials, equipment, labor, tools, and incidentals.